Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back. As a lot of you know, we are about to experience new moon in Sagittarius, and this reading is going to be, the new moon is happening, the peak of the new moon is happening on the 12th of December. Depending on where you are in the world, of course, you can check the exact timing. But essentially, we're already in that energy, and I really want us to get into this reading with your intention in mind, what you want to create in the next cycle, in the next 28-day cycle, in the next 6-month cycle as well. And yeah, let's see what this energy is like for the twin collective. What do we need to know, what to prepare for, and what to be grateful for. So this will be a little bit of a different format, but we're still going to be looking at feminines and masculines and how this lunation event intervenes with the journey. At the beginning, I will start with an oracle deck, and today it's going to be the Keepers of the Light, the Ascended Masters, and the word of guidance from them. So let's get a card of guidance for Divine Feminines first. Hope you guys are doing great. Okay, we got Lord Shiva. Transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe. So this is a very interesting one, right? Because essentially that's where the moon comes in and the energy of the moon. The moon is naturally a feminine energy anyway, so we are intuitively given the steps by Mother Nature of how to interact with the moon, how to feel it through its cycles, and how to communicate, right? How to use it as a gift, really. That's what I'm hearing. It's very interesting. Let's see what we get here with the extended message. Lord Shiva, yeah, maybe like that. Lord Shiva is with you right now to awaken your sense of connection to life itself. You're moving through a deep transition, and things will be clearer from this point. You will know exactly what you need to do and where you need to be. That's what new moon is starting for. That's the phase of life. This is a powerful time as you will transcend the limitations that others have set for you. It is a time of innovation, ideas, stargazing, soul traveling, and soul revealing. Shiva, the Lord of Dance, is here with his sacred sound of Om to lead the way. Beautiful. Let's see what we have for Divine Masculines. What's the word of guidance for Divine Masculines? By the way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. This helps me circulate this message with the right people. And also, I do personal readings, so reach out through an email address or through my website for additional info, and you can order a reading through the website as well. What else? I also take donations. There are details in the description box, and I do have an Amazon wish list. I don't know why I decided to remind people about that, but I don't really get usually anything on that list, although I specifically created it so it's like things that will be beneficial for the channel. Oops, that was a little rough, but we'll take it. Let's see, I'm also trying not to burn my hair with the candle. It's a pretty powerful candle that I got here, as you can see. And yeah, dancing with the universe in a very kind of risky way right now. Kalima, facing fear, both from the Indian culture. It's interesting. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Okay, let's see. I'm not super educated in the Indian ethos and religion and deities, but I could tell, and I even look at the third eye on both of them. To me, my attention is immediately drawn to that, and that's huge. That means a lot of changes are going to be with the way the twins are going to be seeing things, right? So it's a deeper acknowledgement and deeper dive into what's happening, almost like you'll feel it in your body differently when you're in a certain situation. You'll be able to be more compassionate to your twin and to other people if they are behaving in, you know, a negative way, in an unhealthy way, in a karmic way. This is a time when you're able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. When the fear is gone, it may feel as though the emptiness is there, but this is space for love and miracles to enter. You are being filled with the courage of spirit now, so that you can move from this phase of your life to the next. And that's the new phase for Divine Masculines. Trust the process and call on Kalima to help you release your fear and step into a space that's strong, focused, and courageous. If you're hearing the noise, it's raining outside. It's a relatively warm day here, and I decided to keep my window open to let some fresh air in. It's quite a luxury in New York, New Jersey area in winter, so I apologize for the noise, if any, but I'm really excited about these messages, and I can't wait to see what we'll get with tarot. I am using the Dream Keepers Tarot, my favorite one for lunation events. So how we're gonna build the reading? First question is gonna be what is the opportunity for the twins to bring it into their life? Because the new moon is all about intention setting and letting the universe know what you want to bring in, what you want to achieve, what kind of life you want to have, right? So what is it that the twins have a chance to bring in for the journey, for the union, for their life? The second question is going to be what could be the challenge during this time? What kind of challenges are surfaced, right? And the third question is going to be, how's it changing the way twins see union and each other? Those are solid questions. Whoa. Okay, that's my sign. So first, the empowerment. Second, the challenge. And third, seeing each other. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. So a lot of like logistics and strategy, right? That's the underlying energy that, but I'm getting that this is energy from the universe. Like the universe is actually planning its strategy for the twins, which is kind of ironic, but you know, if you think about it, that's exactly what it is, right? There is logic there, there is calculation there. It may not be as visible and understanding to us, but it's there. Just realized you didn't see my tree as much as I want to. There we go, it's better. Okay, let's get clarifiers. Bottom of the deck here, Ace of Swords. Yes. So you'll see what kind of logic like lives and stands behind certain events in your life, whether it's something that recently happened or something that is happening right now, right? Like if your brain tries to freak out, we'll see swords energy here, which is about thought process, right? Conscious space. If your brain starts freaking out, like, why is this happening? I don't get it. It's going to be very important to kind of relax and sort of like fall into it smoothly, and you'll immediately be given the answer. You'll immediately see it naturally. Why is it here? What does it mean? Like, what is the logic here? Like, what's the strategy? What part of this? This is a part of a bigger strategy, and you'll see how. There we go. Getting my words together. You see, it's not easy. Okay, the feminines who have the opportunity. We have Queen of Swords, clarified by Eight of Cups. Be confident and decisive in removing things or walking away from things that are not for you, that are not vibing for you. It can be people, places, situations, right? Even if they're good people, maybe they're not for you, right? Or good can also mean very different levels of vibration and frequency. They're not with you, they're draining you. Goodbye, Charlie, right? And of course, the same goes for situations. And yes, sometimes it's going to be a difficult choice, but that's the opportunity here, right? So we say the new moon is like about bringing something in, right? But it doesn't mean that, how do I put this? Let's say you're in a relationship with someone and you want a new relationship, right? Maybe you want your twin to be with you, but you're actually in a relationship with someone else right now. In order for a twin to come in, you need to free up the space, right? You need to tell the universe that you're ready. If you're with someone else and you're committed to them, you're not really ready. You're not sending that energy out, you know? So this is a similar idea. And yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that like tomorrow you'll break up with a person, right? It can be a gradual process, but still you're supposed to be preparing that space for something new to come in. So it has a direct connection with bringing something in. And if you know that let's say twin flame journey, and maybe you don't see that, or like objectively you don't think it's coming together in the next months, right? So with this new moon and this new cycle, you can bring the union closer. If not bring it in completely, you can bring it closer. And if, for example, you're not in communication with your twin or something else, again, you can start by removing things that are standing in the way of union, right? Anything karmic that actually is not in alignment with your divine nature, with your mission as a light worker, and being together with your twin flame. And try not to be hung up on a specific person, right? But treat it as that kind of divine template of relationship, of partnership, right? So the intention for this specific cycle could easily be removing something karmic and unhealthy from your life. For masculines, we see Knight of Swords clarified by Knight of Wands. Ooh, they want to move forward, they want to talk, well, not just want, they have an opportunity to communicate, to move swiftly, progress in their life. It includes, but is not limited to divine feminine, right? It can be movement in, in friendships, in business partnerships, right? Wherever communication is needed, there are big chances here to kind of accelerate that, to give you extra wins, extra support, right? To be able to find the words where maybe it was difficult to say something before. Very interesting. So if you want to have, on the other hand, I'm remembering right away, we have Mercury retrograde coming on the 13th, so it's a very interesting time. So I would say at least until it starts, you still have a window, a couple of days there. And as it starts, it's still not a reason to not have communication. It's just pushing you harder towards, again, being in alignment, speaking out of love, out of truth, out of kindness, right? And if that's the case, Spirit is saying you will know the right words. You will know exactly the timing when it should happen, and you will have the courage to do that. The challenge is Chariot clarified by the Sun. Ooh, like seemingly seeing the dream as something unreachable. That could be the challenge. This is new moon in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius energy is very vast. It's like expanded. It's reaching for the sky. If you think about the symbol of Sagittarius, it's like this, what's it called? The Minotaurus, right? The Minotaur shooting the arrow into the sky. You're supposed to dream big, to think big, to color outside the lines. You know, it's that kind of optimistic energy, full of hope and faith in people, in the universe, and themselves. That's the energy to embrace. So if you're thinking that, oh, that's too good to be true, I better start with something small, you're not really using the potential of this new moon, really. For the masculines, we have 8 of Swords clarified by King of Cups. Yeah, for them it's, again, self-sabotaging, stepping too deep into emotions and wallowing in sorrow, in pity, in anger, whatever the relevant emotion is right now, right? Like, that sends also the wrong vibration to the universe, right? You can't really manifest something beautiful and happy if you are suffering emotionally and you're focusing on that. Why do they treat me that way? Why, like, my business partners always let me down? Why can I not get people to do this and that for me? Like if you are stuck in that, or it's like just heartache and it hurts, it keeps hurting, and you don't have that enthusiasm, then again, you won't be able to utilize the power of the new moon. So it's very important to step away from it. Use the tools you have, the techniques you have, including prayer and meditation, of course, including maybe visualizing your dream with something specific like a vision board, or writing it down in your journal, right? Be specific and try to stay away from the emotion in this. How is this changing the way twins see union and each other? Feminines. Justice and, look, all the major arcanas, this is crazy. Justice and Temperance, 2 cards of balance, right? So there is a lot more balance that's coming in. There's a lot more of that masculine, feminine, yin and yang, and seeing the duality and also the parallel lines in the stories, right? If you feel like you are ahead of your twin, or they're ahead of you, or like you're doing something very different, this is a chance, or this new moon is showing you how you're actually doing the same thing, how you want the same thing, how you're looking at the same direction, which is what you want anyway, right? But this is becoming much more clear to you, right? The angels are working towards showing it to you. And it feels like it brings justice, just even knowledge. And I'm not saying that nothing's gonna happen. There's a good chance there is something that will happen between you and your twin that will, like, how do I put this? Well, let's say you are making assumptions about what's going on with them because you're not in frequent communication, all right? So it's kind of hard, and maybe they're not active on social media, right? Like, they're not the person that speaks about everything that happens to them, right? You won't really see, like, find the balance or see the truth unless you get some kind of communication from them, right? So you may be getting the communication from them, the main goal being for you to see the progress and the balance and how you actually work in tandem. So don't put too much expectation on it. Don't try to think that it's some sort of a trick or a test or something. This is a gift, right? There is a positive reinforcement behind it. So just be ready and prepare to see it, to hear it. Masculines to feminines and the union. The Devil clarified by King of Wands. So they see, like, they understand, or they're seeing the idea of this connection differently. Before that, it used to be more of a temptation to them, like, it's a forbidden fruit, that's why I want it, or this person is so different from others that I've been with, and so I want them for that reason. Like, they saw it as a kind of like something that they shouldn't really be going for, and there were always reasons for that. Now they're seeing how much of that was the fear or certain limitations in their belief system that they had about women, about passion, about the connection between two individuals, like the intimate connection, the trusting connection, right? So they are seeing the toxicity or the lack in their belief system towards it, right? And how they can improve by turning things around on their end. So they're seeing themselves as a powerful being in this case that can change things around, rather than just sit and experience and always end up feeling sorry for themselves, like, oh, they let me down again. Okay, so a lot is happening. I am gonna leave it here. I love you guys, and I'll be back with more readings. And tomorrow, guess what we're gonna talk about? The 12th of Portal, that's right. And then we have another reading to look at Mercury retrograde, see what that brings in. And there are a couple of other retrogrades happening at the same time, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. Until then, bye guys.